You see how all of a sudden you take 4 exercises and you just build it into, I believe when I made the list, which is on the web page, there's a list of max effort exercises for the low box, but I think there's about 300 and some different variations when you get to the different bars and everything. But the difference between the bars is really the area of the back that we're trying to hit. Safety squat bar is going to get a little bit higher than what the camera squat bar will.
So what's a buffalo bar?
It's kind of like a squat bar, but
It's a long squat bar, slightly bent. Now, good mornings. Just do a regular good morning. Just a regular good one, down to about parallel, back up. You go shoulder width, whole another good morning, down in, up, then you got a wide stance, good morning. Down in, and up. Good. Now, as I said before, we use good mornings about 70% of the time. We found this bar to be the most effective bar that we use for good mornings. We use this for our good mornings just about all the time. If you don't have, how many of them have one of these bars? That's what I thought, about 0. No big deal. We're going to show you the good mornings with the regular bar as well.
Yeah. How about the safety squat bar?
Safety squat bar with good mornings out of here, you can do it, but man, that's really throwing you forward. Okay. I'd rather you suspend it out of chains and get underneath it and come up. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to talk Matt through a bunch of different types of good mornings here. We're going to go slow stance good morning. Medium. Shoulder width good morning. Wide stance.
It looks like he's got a bend in his knees, does he?
Yes, slight bend in your knees. Okay, you want to do a arch back good morning. You're going to take your squat stance. He's going to arch his back as hard as he can. He's going to come down in till the barbell gets just about toe level, then he arches it back up. He doesn't hip thrust it back up. It's down in, then arch the bar back into position. Arch. Okay, then the last, go ahead and get yourself reset. Now the last good morning I want to show you is a good morning squat. You go down as a hybrid movement down into a good morning, you squat and stand up. A little slower. Down in, squat, and up. Good. It's kind of a quick run through a lot of the different good mornings. Once again, you got different stances, different bars, arch back, rounded back, a neutral back. Any questions over any of the good mornings?
When you seated and come down and touch your face to the bench, is that?
That's good, but the bigger you get, the harder it's going to be. You know, a seated good morning is nothing more than sitting on the bench, sitting forward, arching back up.
Is that a good learning to teach the good
I would have guys do standing good mornings more than seated any day. Okay. Any day. So, standing good mornings are key. If you ask, you know, Dave, what type of good mornings do you guys do here most of the time? It's going to be pretty much a cambered bar, good morning, medium stance. Is most of the good mornings we do. Either that or we'll use a buffalo bar or we're going to use the safety squat bar out of chains.
You arch or flat back more often?
Neutral back.
Neutral back.
Neutral back, yeah. Arch back good mornings are used very, very little. You know, Matt, we're working on his arch right now, so he's going to do more arch back good mornings. The guys that have a hard time learning how to arch, that's going to be the exercise to help them with that. Most of the big good morning, or most of the good mornings you're going to do are going to be standard good morning, down in, parallel, back up. Use a regular bar, doesn't matter. The thing with the good morning and a max effort exercise, like I said before, if you stand up with it and it's too heavy, you're not going to go down. So you don't need to worry about getting crushed, okay, because you just won't do it. You should still, if you're training alone, obviously set it up in a power rack with some safety pins. That's only common sense. Now the deadlifts. We need
What type of numbers are you guys moving?
Good mornings?
Yeah.
What's your best good morning? He's done 700.
With that camera bar right there, freestanding, I've done 735.
And you squat, how much? 900?
870.
My best to cut just 875. I'm trying to break it.
My best good morning's about 600 pounds. With the camera bar right here, it's not even that. It's 555.
Okay.
My squat is a 935. There's differences in strength. Remember when I talked about the different types of strength earlier? You're going to find with yourself and with some of the people you're working out with or people you're training, variances. You know, Matt completely destroys me in the good mornings. Okay? I out squat him. You know, for the time being. That's probably not going to always be that way. But for the time being, that's because I'm more explosive than I am strong. Does that make sense? I'm more explosive than what Matt is. I fire out of the hole harder than what Matt does. But make me strain and it's all over. Make him strain and he can strain through it. He's stronger than he is explosive. That's why I say you have to have two. That's why there's two different types of strength. That's why you need a day for each type. You know, if I never had a day to work on my, to concentrate on each one, I couldn't fully maximize my explosive strength, and I would never build up, you know, my maximal strength to even utilize it. See what I'm saying here? And this is a great example of that. Just because one guy, you know, can do a good morning with more weight does not necessarily mean he's going to be the strongest guy, unless, now if he gets explosive with that strength, you know, he's going to squat 1,000 pounds. Okay, see, now you got to get everything else to catch up to it.
And you was taking, how you was doing that with 135, you was taking, you take 700 out low. I mean, basically.
About like that. That camera bar.
Your head, you take your head that low.
Let's bring it down.
All the way.
Yeah, definitely. Okay.